So, it's Friday, another Friday. I actually wasn't going to report on anything because I've been busy, really busy, working on stuff. But I just had to take a moment just to give some. I'm laughing because I'm just laughing. So anyway, all right. Let's see. Where do I start? Well, I guess first I wanted to just tell just a little story. I'm from York, Pennsylvania. And my family came here to Howard County many years ago. It's a great place to live. It was a great place for kids and all that stuff. And my family went to partake in that. And I'm the oldest and all that. But where I came from, and right around the time that I got here, not long after when I guess our family got here, well, actually, no, after high school, there was a story in honor of it being Black History Month. I'm going to divulge this. So there's a story of a woman. Her name is Lily May. And it involved York, Pennsylvania. It was during the time of the civil unrest, racial riots, and all that kind of stuff in Pennsylvania in the 60s, which is when I was born. And anyway, there's this reporter that was working on this story and trying to uncover some facts that came to light, trying to uncover and find out what was really going on with some cover-ups, really, that was really going on. And so I won't tell the whole story because I actually wrote about it in my book. Yes, I told you that I was writing a book, and I am writing a book, and I'm in the edit stages actually of this book. So, but anyway, I wanted to just tell you about this story. So, because it really was a story of people trying to, how do I say this, cover up. They really were. They were trying to work overtime, people in the government trying to cover up this whole thing of who was responsible for what and who did what. This went on for years. There was a guy that was a police officer, and he actually became the mayor of York. And it was during the time that he was a mayor that all this stuff from the past kind of came out. And so there was a reporter, took some time off on a sabbatical, I guess they call it. And she went and decided to spend months, or maybe it was even longer, trying to dig, asking questions, all this stuff. Long story short, what she ended up finding out led to the indictment of all these people who had been involved that were now government workers who had never come forward and admitted that they were wrong about what they did. It caused this, there's a woman that died, okay, Lily May. Her family had to wait all this time to get justice. That's just, I love when they get justice, but I hate the fact that they have to wait so long to get justice, and I can relate to that, so that's why I'm sharing this story. But anyway, what I wanted to tell you about, and you're free to go look this up and everything, and you can see in York, Pennsylvania, because they had trials about it and everything else. Then there started to be people like, in their old age, like, I think one guy like committed suicide and everything else. He was getting ready to get, imprisoned for this and all this stuff because, well, you finally had to pay the piper on this. The reason I'm mentioning this, besides the fact it's the story of Black History Month, and it won't be my last one, by the way, is I wanted to say this. That whole story reminds me of this. Sometimes, just like bones, sometimes when something is broken, they aren't strong and they don't work at all like they're supposed to work because it's broken, but and they're not functioning correctly. So, and they shouldn't be allowed to heal that way when they're, in that state, but a lot of times that happens, and they shouldn't be allowed to grow that way. They must be broken again so that they can heal properly. And I think that cities can be like that too. I'm thinking of cities like Baltimore. I'm thinking of systems too. I'm thinking of systems like the one I'm encountering here with the Maryland Judiciary, and the court system and the Attorney General's office and what they're doing and all that stuff. And again, we're, just getting in the starts of all of that stuff and everything. But I guess I just wanted to share that story, that it really resonates with me that, yeah, I think that sometimes things need to be broken in order to set better, in order for them to actually heal properly. Sometimes things need to just be broken or sometimes destroyed too. So anyway, with that in mind, so I have been working on, because I got the briefing schedule, the clerk of the court, Marilyn Bentley, that is down in Baltimore City, up for re-election this year. Wayne Robey, clerk of the Howard County Circuit Court Clerk's Office. He is up for re-election this year also. I don't know whether either of them are running. I will say this. I'm going to drop it right now. I actually considered running against the both of them. Well, not both of them, you know, picking which one I would run against. Because anytime that I see that there's problems, and there are problems here, and neither one of these individuals are trying to work to make it right, but then in all fairness, the Attorney General is paving the way for them to do just that and making it easier for them that they don't have to be responsible and accountable for the wrong things that their office does. So, okay, guys, you get it honestly, you know. But anyway, I'm working on the appeal. So this is the Marilyn Bentley stuff, as you can see it here. I got the briefing schedules, what it's called, for the appeals court. My brief is due on March 14th, and then their brief will be due 30 days after I file my brief. So I've been working on that, and so I knew it was coming anyway, and so I'm just kind of waiting for the clerk's office to take their sweet time, taking the full 60 days to give the very short record extract and send it up to the appeals court. I know what you guys are doing, so you aren't fooling me at all. So anyway, they waited till the very last minute to send it, which is what kicked this finally off. So, but in working with that, so I know that I gave the video the last time, and it was about, let's see, Judge Clavins, and it was about his wife, and the state's attorney's office down in Baltimore City, his wife that worked there, the whole taking out the garbage thing, and then Chalawsky, that little secret caucusing at the bench, and hee-hee-ha-ha, and tee-hee-ha-ha, and everything that was going on at the bench that I wasn't a part of, that highly inappropriate. I filed a motion to recuse, which I mentioned also, that I was going to do, and so I filed that. I don't think anything has happened to it yet. They didn't respond to it. I wasn't really sure if they would, and I don't really know even if they did what in the world they would say. But hey, there's still time. They might do something. But meanwhile, today, which is why I'm doing this video too, I got a filing just about an hour ago, and it's a filing in Anne Arundel County that said that Mary Chalawsky, she withdrew as counsel on the case. Mary, no, don't go. Yeah, wait. Hold on. Wait, is it me? Is it something I said? Is it something I did? No, of course it's not. It's something that you said, and it's something that you did, and it's something that Judge Clavins did too. This is what's wrong with the system. This is what's wrong with government. This is what's wrong in Maryland. So, but we're not done yet, and well, I'm sure that Mary will still be working in the background, and et cetera, et cetera. So, Mary, I know you won't be far, but I almost want to say hi and bye, but you know, I somehow suspect that you will definitely still be there, because I think, well, probably I pissed you off now. So, and hey, look, it's not that I'm not pissed too. The feeling's mutual. So, let's see. Next up, I'm going to be talking about next week. I was going to leave this for this week, but with all the stuff going on in Baltimore, we're waiting for the trial, you know, the whole thing of the Baltimore City Police, whether it's just a few bad apples and so forth. Of course, I don't think that about the police. I don't think that about the Maryland judiciary either. Guess what? Yeah, too bad, so sad. I don't think that at all about you guys, too. I think you guys are rotten to the core. I think there's some good people that are struggling to be good, but guess what happens? What they say, what happens to a good apple when it's amongst bad apples? Yeah, guess what happens to that apple? Yeah, look it up. I know you all know, and guess what? I know too. So, but anyway, next up, for next week, because I am working on issues concerning Marilyn Bentley and the Circuit Court of Baltimore City, ooh, how appropriate. I'm looking at people like Administrative Judge Michael Pearson is your last name. And I'm looking at you, sir, because you are the administrative court of judge of the Circuit Court of Baltimore City. I kind of dug a little bit into you to see stuff about your history, how you got on the bench, etc., etc. And I just wondered, sir, because I really was looking and trying to figure out and saying to myself, wow, so in my case here, why is it that it just happened and just it got dismissed, no hearing, nothing? On the docket, it doesn't even say that anybody was actually assigned, that a judge was even assigned. That's like unheard of. So, well, it is to me, rather. It's probably not to you, so I get it. But understand, this is news to me, and I think it's probably going to be news to other people too, just saying. But, Huh. So while all this was going on and my issues with all this, here's what I found out. So Judge Pearson, let's see, your wife, who's Linda Pearson, who is the chair of the Maryland Judicial Campaign Conduct Committee. Let's see, Mrs. Pearson, also, let's see, I saw here, oh, she actually heads, I think, the Baltimore City Ethics Board. Wow. Your term is ending, coming up this year too, 2018. I mean, I'm sure it's just going to be, re-upped, and you know how that goes. But wow, Linda Lou Pearson, who changed her name in the year 2000. Let's see. You used to work for the Attorney General's Task Force on Voting Irregularities under Governor Gansler. Well, I guess is it Governor Gansler? I don't know. It's a while ago. But wow, Linda Pearson. You're a member of the Attorney Grievance Commission. Get out of here. Wow. So you mean the Attorney Grievance Commission, the same one where I filed a complaint about Brian Frosh? You mean that Attorney Grievance Commission with Lydia Lawless? You mean that one? Yes, of course that one. And then Linda Pearson, who also works with, well, Betty Smith Adams, who's also the chair of what did I say? Wait a minute, is the chair? No, Betty's not the chair. Sorry. Linda, you're the chair of the Judicial Campaign Conduct Committee. And then Betty, well, you just work with her, so sorry. And then, but you both work together, looks like, I don't know, looks like equal footing maybe with the Attorney Grievance Commission. Wow, so that's two of you. And then, oh, who else do I see here in the Maryland Judicial Campaign Conduct Committee? Kenneth Thompson? The Kenneth Thompson from Venable? You mean the Kenneth Thompson that is in the middle of all this consent decree stuff regarding Baltimore City? You mean the Kenneth Thompson that I can see that all these public comments that were made that were when they were talking about who was going to be head of the whole oversee things, not the judge, but who would be like kind of in command of stuff regarding the monitoring, and the consent decree and how well it's being followed by, well, the Baltimore City police officers? Do you mean that Kenneth Thompson? The one who just a few days ago, when people were asking him of the press, like, so what's going on? You guys have been doing this for a year, and what's up? I mean, it's a fair question to ask. What's up? Kenneth Thompson, who basically comes out and says, well, we're looking at it. Yep, we're going to have a meeting. We're looking at it, guys. Of course, you guys can't be part of that meeting. And just remember, too, hey, just got involved with this. We just got started, so please don't look to us for anything. Well, that Kenneth Thompson? Yeah, there's that Kenneth Thompson. So, anyway, more on all of you later. So, but I guess what I wanted to say with this, and in closing here, is I say, so then, wow, Judge Pearson, who, your job as administrative judge is the one who kind of controls the flow and what's called your DCM plan in the courthouse for how the case is supposed to move, how it's supposed to be tracked, how things are supposed to happen with the flow, whether a case is supposed to have discovery or not, whether it just gets shuffled out the door just like mine was, or whether it actually can stand and whether it actually has a fighting chance. Yeah, that's the case that I'm having to do this appeal for. So, yeah. But wow, and then your kids, Claire, Attorney General's office, Philip Pearson, Assistant Attorney General. Oh my God, you guys. I mean, do you like have kids and then when you have the kids you just figure out and just say that you shall be an attorney, you shall work in the judiciary, boom, and then you just make them do everything? Or wow, I mean, good Lord, the talks that must be at that dinner table. All four of you? Or actually, all four of you have something to do with the judiciary. Good Lord. Okay, well, in close, because Mary, well, your whole leaving, but maybe not really leaving thing, when I saw that just about an hour ago, and I'll upload it to the website, by the way, I already downloaded it, and I'll put my motion for recusal up, And I'll actually put this now too. Mary, you really took one for the team for that one, didn't you? I think you did. I really wanted to see Brian go off of that, but I guess that's probably asking too much. But Mary, hey, good for you, girl. You took one for the team. I got to give it to you. So Colby, hi. Well, you know, you're still on, and yeah, we'll get to you next week too. But I made a visual for today's presentation, and then I'm going to go. So here we go. Here, can you see this? That's Dro versus, well, there's all those names there, as you can see. I decided to make a scoreboard. Now, Brian, I think that you know that why I would assign you the home team. I think that's kind of a given for why that would, be, and why I'm just a guest here, so I just, I think you don't have any problem with that. But let me explain something to you too, and because Star Wars also goes through every one of these things where I try to. Can you see that the guest one is green? Oh, that would be me. Right. That's what a Jedis have green ones. And, well, all of you punks that are on the other side, yeah, red for the Sith, yeah, the ones that work against the good, yeah, that's red. Ooh, did I stick up my middle finger? I sure did, damn. Okay, well, anyway, so in honor of today's, I'm going to give myself, and here's the score as I see it right now, and I'll be updating this and keeping this. We're in the first, I forgot to put the 1 there, we're in the first period, there are 4, so look, there's a lot more coming, a lot. So I have us at 10 minutes and 37 seconds into the first quarter, more to go. Well, I get 3 points. So let's just put it that way. And Brian, you get zip zilch. You knew I was going to do that anyway. I know that's not a surprise. Mary, Colby, Michelle McDonald, all of you, Alexis Rhodey, yeah, you all get, 0. That goes for you too. Wayne, there's a lot of you on that team. You see that? There's a lot over there. And, well, it's just me, yeah. But, hey, that's okay. David and Goliath, So anyway, you can feel free to have your own damn scoreboard. I'm sure you actually do. Guess what? Yeah, I bet you do. This is mine. So sticking to it, and I'll be amending this as we go forward. So toodles, happy trails, have a good weekend. As always, I always say have a good weekend. But wow, first quarter, got a lot to do. Yeah. All right, bye.